All right, folks, buckle up. We're diving headfirst into the wild world of AI regulation, and Ireland is about to make a huge splash. Are they about to become the global leader in responsible AI? Or are they about to strangle their tech industry in its crib? That's the million-dollar question, and we're going to break it down. Ireland is officially throwing its weight behind AI guardrails at an upcoming summit. This isn't just lip service, people. This means they're pushing for stricter rules on how AI is developed and used, not just in Ireland, but potentially across the entire EU. Think of it as the EU AI Act, but with a shamrock twist. What does this mean for the future of AI? Let's find out. The big buzzword here is human-centered AI. Ireland wants AI that prioritizes ethics, fairness, and transparency. Sounds great, right? But what does that actually mean in practice? Well, it means companies building AI will likely face tougher compliance requirements. Forget about just churning out the next shiny new toy. Now, you'll need to prove it's safe and ethical. The tech sector is about to feel the heat. AI companies will need to adapt their development processes to meet these new standards. We're talking about a potential shift in investment. Money might start flowing towards companies that are already prioritizing ethical and explainable AI. Think of it as a green revolution, but for algorithms. It's no longer enough for AI to work. It has to be good. And who benefits from all this regulation? Lawyers and consultants, baby. There's going to be a huge demand for expertise in AI compliance, ethics, and risk management. Get ready for a boom in AI ethics consultants. Plus, expect new educational programs and training initiatives to upskill the workforce in responsible AI development. It's a whole new industry being born right before our eyes. Here's where it gets interesting. If these regulations are effective, they could lead to greater public acceptance and adoption of AI. People are understandably nervous about AI taking over the world, so building trust is crucial. Effective guardrails could also reduce the risks of AI bias and discrimination, ensuring AI is used fairly and equitably. But here's the kicker. By establishing itself as a leader in responsible AI, Ireland could attract investment and talent. They could become the go-to hub for ethical AI development. But, and this is a big but, overly strict regulations could also stifle innovation and limit the economic potential of AI. It's a tightrope walk, folks. Now, let's talk about the risks. One of the biggest is regulatory uncertainty. The EU and the US are taking different approaches to AI regulation. Trump even revoked Biden's AI orders. This creates a confusing landscape for businesses operating in both regions. Which rules do you follow? It's a compliance nightmare waiting to happen. The EU AI Act, with its strict rules for high-risk systems, is going to be expensive. Companies developing and deploying AI in Europe will face significant compliance costs. This could put smaller companies at a disadvantage. Can they afford to play the game? Will this slow down innovation? Companies that prioritize ethical and safe AI development might be at a competitive disadvantage compared to those that prioritize speed and innovation. It's a classic trade-off. Do you go fast and break things, or do you take a more cautious approach? The answer could determine who wins the AI race. And the biggest risk of all? Loss of public trust. If AI systems are perceived as being unsafe, unfair, or harmful, it could lead to a backlash against AI technology. People might just say, enough is enough, and shut it all down. That would be a disaster for the entire industry. Okay, shifting gears slightly. Bord na Móna, an Irish company traditionally known for peat extraction, is selling its recycling business. KWD Recycling is taking over. This might seem unrelated to AI, but it highlights a broader trend. Companies adapting to a changing world. The environmental landscape is shifting, and companies need to evolve to survive. The immediate impact is a change in ownership. KWD Recycling is now in charge. Employees are understandably concerned about job security. Privatization often leads to restructuring, even if the initial statements say otherwise. And customers might see changes in their waste collection services. Will it be better, worse, or just different? The waste management sector is about to get a shake-up. Increased competition could lead to price adjustments or service differentiation. Other waste collection companies might see an opportunity to grab market share. And the SIPTU union's strong opposition could lead to further industrial action. This is a story to watch closely. This sale will impact local communities in Leinster and North Munster. Changes in waste collection services could affect residents and businesses. The new owner's approach to recycling will influence the effectiveness of waste reduction efforts. And this sale reflects Bord na Móna's strategic shift away from peat extraction towards more sustainable activities. They're trying to reinvent themselves for the 21st century. The primary ethical concern here is employee welfare. While the company claims there will be no change to contractual terms, there's still a risk of job losses or changes in working conditions down the line. And there's a risk that the quality of recycling services could decline under new ownership. That would be a major setback for environmental efforts. Now, let's end on a more positive note. An AI project is among those chosen for €2.5 million in research funding in Ireland. This is fantastic news. It shows Ireland is serious about investing in the future. The funding will accelerate research in AI for computational safety, sustainable materials for solar panels, male infertility treatment, and ulcerative colitis drug development. That's a wide range of potentially life-changing applications. This funding will strengthen collaboration between academia and industry. The fellowship program fosters partnerships that can lead to commercialization of research findings. Think of it as a pipeline for innovation. Ideas are born in the lab and then brought to life by industry partners. We're talking about potential new diagnostic tools and therapies for male infertility and ulcerative colitis. We're talking about the development of more efficient and sustainable solar panels. And we're talking about advancements in AI for safety-critical applications. This is research that could make a real difference in people's lives. Successful research could lead to better treatments for common and debilitating conditions. Commercialization of research findings could create new businesses and jobs. And the development of sustainable materials for solar panels contributes to a greener economy. This program strengthens Ireland's reputation as a hub for research and innovation. It's a win-win-win. But even with positive news, we need to be mindful of the ethical considerations. AI technology developed for computational safety could potentially be used for malicious purposes. AI projects often involve the collection and processing of personal data, raising concerns about data privacy and security. And if the resulting technologies are expensive or difficult to access, it could exacerbate existing inequalities. We need to be vigilant. So, what's the big picture here? Ireland is taking a bold gamble on AI regulation. They're betting that a human-centered approach will attract investment, build public trust, and ultimately lead to a more sustainable and ethical AI ecosystem. It's a risky strategy, but it could pay off big time. Will they succeed? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the world is watching. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Ireland is doing the right thing? Are they going too far, or not far enough? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the latest AI trends. Thanks for watching.